these little trailer bits they put out are so tightly edited, aren't they? You just see tiny little glimpses. I wouldn't have minded seeing a slightly longer sequence to get me into the spirit of the thing.
I can surprisingly disagree with you. I think trailers these days show too much of the film. No, so you see all the best bits of the film, and then you're like, well, what's the point?
I agree with that. What I'm saying is they're so tightly edited. You see literally one shot, and then it moves on to another scene. And I'd like to just see a bit more atmosphere, maybe a little less imagery to get me in the mood.
It's an action film. Come
on, Matt. How's the weather?
Which side are you on, Matt? You've got to start this early.
You know what? I can see both sides to this one, actually.
Every time.
No, I know. No, genuinely, I can actually see both sides, but I hate seeing too many trailers. I want to go and enjoy the film without knowing what's happening, to be honest.
Good point, Matt. Good point. Look at the fog where you are.
We both agree with you.
Good morning. I'll tell you something, what I do know is it's the same sort of stories we had yesterday for some of you. Fog out there again, quite extensive. It will be the last foggy morning, though, for a while, as I will show you. But at least today we start to brighten things up a touch across eastern areas, but it will come at a price, as I'll show you. Where the fog is today is very extensive, marked out by the yellow area on here, all the way from southwest England up through to parts of North Yorkshire. Pretty dense in places. It's going to make for some difficult travelling conditions through this morning.
Morning.
Good morning, both. I tell you something, if John was to come back next week, he'll be in for a bit of a shock. There is something much, much colder coming our way, as I'll show you in a minute. But for the time being, it's as you were. More fog around, particularly across England and Wales. Look
at that. You wouldn't want to navigate that road this morning. You know, and often, like, we'll say, oh, you're not giving us great pictures, Matt. But I think, actually, this just shows it could be pretty dangerous out there for some of us this morning.
It does tell the story. Yeah, believe it or not, Warwickshire is out there somewhere, but it's what some of you will have to contend with for the morning commute this morning. Hello to you. It is another foggy morning.
And you can see here this morning, it is another beautiful day here in Doha. You can probably see some of the kind of traditional boats behind me in the harbour here, the dhows, as we're here on the water side here, where lots of fans. This is the Corniche. It's this lovely sweeping promenade around downtown Doha, which takes you down to kind of the souk where we've been over the last couple of weeks, the sort of big marketplace here in Doha, where lots of fans are gathering. And in the evening, this is where all the fans are enjoying a walk, enjoying a stroll, a little bite to eat, and maybe even a trip out on a dhow as well, if you fancy it.
John, it couldn't be a sharper contrast to what we're about to go to next. Thanks very much.
Here's Matt with the fog.
I have, but I thought I'd look ahead. I thought I'd bring you a bit of sunshine first of all, Naga and Charlie. Very good morning to you. You know those winter mornings and the winter days where you've got the blue skies overhead. You can see for miles, slight dusting of snow on the ground. Well, that could be on our way next week for some of you. Things are set to get even colder. We swap our easterly winds at the moment for a north or northeasterly one next week, and temperatures will drop even more than they do at the moment. It'll be a different feel to that cold, though, compared to the dampness we have today. And with it, there is that chance that we could see some wintry weather as well. So a little bit of sleet and snow in parts. It does, though, mean we'll see the back of the fog.
Oh, you're back to the fog. I did quite like your sky views of the hills and snow. I'm just putting it out there.
Well, it's just a little tease to what could be heading our way next week, Naga. Very good morning to you. But yes, let's get back to the fog, shall we? The good news is, I think, if you've been stuck under fog for the past few days, it should be the last proper foggy morning. But it's not great out there if you're on the move cross-country, across good parts of England and East Wales. It's in these areas where the fog is most dense, all the way from parts of Devon and Somerset right the way through to North Yorkshire.
Would you like to say happy birthday to the 190-year-old tortoise? I'll give you that opportunity, Matt. Seems a shame not to.
It does, yeah. Happy birthday. I hope he's watching.
It's Jonathan. If you'd like to do it properly, it's Jonathan.
Happy birthday, Jonathan. There you go. Happy birthday. 190.
Jonathan's in St Helena as well, but I'm sure he'll get the message.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. At least he's probably a bit warmer than we'll be over the next week. Very good morning to you. This behind me is not what's out there today. It's a bit of a taste of what's to come next week. Back to crystal clear blue skies at times, but there could be a dusting of snow in places. It is set to get colder. You'll be watching the energy usage a little bit more next week. We've gone from an easterly wind to more of a north-easterly one. And with that, temperatures will continue to drop as we go through the week. And there is a chance of whatever falls from the sky could be a mixture of sleet and snow. Certainly one to watch.